There's been an ongoing debate about the true design of the iPhone 17 Pro. Some leaks and rumors suggest a black glass camera bar across all color options, while others point to an all-aluminum unibody design with a color-matched aluminum camera bar. In this video, we'll give you 6 reasons why the black glass camera bar is likely incorrect and why this sleek unibody design is almost certainly what we'll see on the iPhone 17 Pro and Pro Max. Let's start with reason number 1. According to Mark Gurman, the iPhone 17 Pro's design won't be drastically different from the current models. He mentioned that some of the bold renders circulating online, like the ones showing a completely redesigned black camera bar, aren't accurate. Gurman suggested that Apple might be saving the major design overhaul for next year's 20th anniversary iPhone. Meanwhile, John Prosser and Sam Cole discussed this on the Genius Bar podcast. They acknowledged that their renders could be based on early prototypes and that Apple may have pushed the redesign to next year. Still, they also left open the possibility that the design they showed, like the one in their thumbnail, could be the final version we end up seeing. Reason number 2 why the camera bar won't be made entirely of black glass. Glass breaks. Apple has been using sapphire crystal on camera lenses for years because it's tougher and more scratch resistant. Protecting the whole camera bar out of sapphire would be extremely expensive and not cost effective. On the other hand, using regular glass would lead to tons of scratches, a worn out look, and frequent cracked glass repairs. For reason number 3, John Prosser mentioned seeing prototypes of the iPhone 17 Pro in different colors, but all of them featured black glass camera bars. Well, if Apple goes with an all-glass design, they risk losing the iconic triangular camera bump look that's been instantly recognizable since the iPhone 11. That design has become a visual signature of the iPhone. The problem with making the entire camera area black is that in low light, the cameras almost disappear. In some renders, it just looks like a plain black rectangle. A better approach would be to make just the camera rings black. This creates a subtle contrast, making the camera stand out more and appear larger, similar to what Samsung did with the S25 Ultra, but with a cleaner and more refined look. Now, let's move on to reason number 4. When the first design renders came out a few months ago, they suggested a two-tone look. Aluminum on the upper half and glass on the bottom to allow for wireless charging. While the details were vague at the time, the latest renders now show exactly that. A full aluminum unibody top, including the camera bar, with a glass section on the bottom. If the original plan had been for a glass camera bar, they likely wouldn't have specified that the top half would be aluminum. So, it seems those early leaks were spot on, and this design just makes sense. For number 5, these aluminum dummy models appear to feature a unibody aluminum camera bar rather than a separate black glass insert. If you look closely, the transition from the phone's edge to the camera bar is completely seamless, which aligns with recent leaks. You can even spot a faint etched line where the aluminum meets the glass insert for MagSafe, another detail that supports the early rumors and reports. If Apple were going with a black glass insert for the iPhone 17 Pro, we'd expect to see a thin etched border indicating where the glass fits in, likely along the edge or curve, but placing it on the curve would make the phone more fragile, which seems unlikely. Let's move on to number 6. A unibody aluminum camera bar is the only design change that truly improves functionality for Apple. There were rumors months ago suggesting that the unibody design would work like a MacBook, where a solid block of aluminum is etched from the inside out, creating extra internal space. If Apple follows this design for the iPhone, as the rumors predict, they would have a solid aluminum block etched from the display side. This would open up more room inside for components like the new 48 megapixel tetraprism telephoto camera, which is expected to be even larger. This extra space could accommodate the bigger camera module along with the flash, microphone, and LiDAR sensor. All of these could be pushed further back, possibly allowing Apple to place the logic board behind them and freeing up space for a larger battery. On the other hand, if the camera bump were made entirely of glass, most of that internal space would be wasted, as etching glass from the back often results in a lot of material being discarded and doesn't contribute to additional space. And that's a wrap. Those are the 6 reasons the iPhone 17 Pro camera design will feature color-matched aluminum instead of black glass. We'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to subscribe. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one. Take care.